Hey everyone, Jeff here, and welcome to another Let's Play of The Elder Scrolls Legends. Today we are continuing our Return to Clockwork City playthrough with Episode 2, The Frozen Path. And we're just going to get right into it because once again, I screwed up and prompted the start of Episode 2 by completing Episode 1. And I actually don't know a way to prevent that from happening, so obviously you just watch these in a 10-hour long marathon and follow along with me. So we have a couple missions, and actually we don't have a couple missions. We have one mission. It's the College of Winterhold, which is awesome. One of my favorite locations in all of Skyrim, for the strict reason that it's where the mages are.
Look out, stranger. The books in the library have come alive.
Oh my god, awesome. I really hope that there are a lot of people playing this game who have played Skyrim so that you can understand the callbacks to the game itself. Like the orc in the library who cares a lot about his books, you know. Mage's Tower. After you play an action, summon a random creature in this lane with the same cost. Do we just want to go absolutely nuts, teching a crazy deck with a ton of actions? I think yes. Should we start this video off with a deck tech? Let's do it. We're just going to build a new deck and see what happens. It didn't process it. I actually probably have some decks that would be good for this, but I mean, if we have the option to just go completely nutty with actions, why wouldn't we? Right? Actually, that's action. We just want actions. We'll probably play blue, right? Because blue just has a lot of great actions. We have Firebolt, Ice Spike. There's even creatures that have action synergy. After you play an action, Crystal Tower Crafter gains +1/+1. At the end of your turn, if you play 2 actions, draw a card. If the top card of your deck is an action, draw a card. Is everyone seeing synergy here? I'm seeing some synergy here. Let's load our deck up with some actions and see what happens. This is one of those, this is a new card in the expansion, Mage's Guild Recruit. It's the blue version of Fighter's Guild Recruit, which draws you a card and possibly reduces it by 1. This is just reduces the cost of an action in your hand by 2, which I actually really love, but I really like playing play sets. So I'm just going to go nutty with actions to start, and then we're going to go back and fill in with value creatures as we go. I'm thinking that we definitely want Cunning Ally, because that has the potential to give us an action, and maybe we want to do that. Revealing the Unseen, more actions. Lightning Bolt, actions. Should I just add on Kano because he's that good? Do we want to like not run on Kano? Probably not. How many actions do we have? 11 actions. We have nothing besides actions. So let's see what other synergy we can get here. What are other good actions? Piercing Javelin. Chanter of Akataj has synergy with the action thing, although, again, let it be noted, I don't think it's great. And if all we have is 11 plus 12, 13, 14... Oh, well, we could go Mage's Trick and then go blue-yellow. I have a habit of building blue and yellow decks, but Mage's Trick is really good, and it would give us access to Piercing Javelin, which might not suck either. Let's throw some Crushing Blows in there, because I think it's probably great. A Night to Remember and Knife to the Throat are considerations. I said that when I first saw this card, I thought it was okay. I felt you could get the silence effect out of creatures for better than, 4 or whatever, but the synergy here is that we want to be doing janky shit like this, so we might actually end up playing it. Let's throw in Mage's Trick, and obviously, Execute. How did I miss Execute? It's an action. What did I do here that I missed Execute? Alright, well, Execute for sure. This is a one of, but I think it's just great. Prophecy, give a creature guard, draw a card. Like, do we just want to load our deck up on so many actions that all we do is play actions and then just get crazy random creature value? Like, this could be one of the most fun games that we play, right? At the end of your turn, if you play 2 actions, summon a random Atronach. God, on turn 7 you have to play this, though. That seems so loose. Summon +1/+1 for each action in your discard pile. This could be like the high end of our curve. Sure. After you... Sure. Oh, we're doing it. We are deal 2 damage to a creature. Like, if we don't get this as a prophecy, it's so bad, right? We really need more actions, right? How many actions do we have to support this build? 23. That's almost half our deck. Do we just put Knife to the Throat in to fill out the 4-drop spot? Why not? It might be terrible. I predict that that card is going to be terrible. I want everyone to know that that is my prediction. So now maybe we just fill in our curve with 13 other valuable things. How many yellow cards do we have? Only 9. This is probably reasonable, right? Because that gives us an action. Yeah, I mean, the odds of this triggering and this triggering are pretty high. As one-ofs, they probably are better than random other 2-drops, right? Let's go with the synergy. Although I'm not crazy about this. I mean, a 2/3 is fine. I think we probably could trigger. We'll put Stand Watch in as another 2-drop. And now we need 7 more cards starting at 4, huh? Well, it's not an action, but I think we probably don't want to go without Hive Defender. And I might be overvaluing this card, but I don't think so. I've never played it and it was bad, ever. And if you always play a card and it's good, or if a card is always good when you play it, how do I mean to be wording that? If a card is always good when you play it, then it might just be good. And then you should play it whenever you have the opportunity. Wordcrafter and Harpy, Shrieking Harpy, are generally considerations, but I think that we are not trying to do that here. We're just trying to tack a janky mage deck for 46. We need a couple more cards. We really need high-end cards, like 5 and above, maybe like 6-drops. Do we have anything in the 6-drop spot that's good? We do have an action. I don't think it sucks. Just kind of as like one catch-all. Ice Storm, sure. I'm not crazy about what I'm seeing here. Plus that gives us a 4th 6-drop. So now we need 3 7+ drops. I guess we go with this jank on Kano and one more. Oh, I forgot. We could go with purple as well and then do, let's add this real fast because we can always remove it. And let's see what purple has in terms of actions. Oh, well, Waves of the Fallen is not something that we are going to play. Neither is Weakness. Neither is Vardvark Experiment. Neither is Plead to Kinnereth. Soul Terror is something we would play. Midnight Sweep is something we would play. Edict of Azura and Spellsword Summoning are something we would play. Does this get us to 75? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gets us to 57. We're still well short of 75, and then our action synergy starts to be diluted, so I don't think that's right. All right, we need one more card. Let's go with Marak, just because he's awesome. Do we just go with, like, some healing potions? Again, generally speaking, I think these are terrible, right? It needs to be said that I don't think these are good cards, because gaining 5 health just kind of postpones what most likely is going to happen in a game anyway. I completely missed that this high elf does something when we play an action. Do we just run like one healing potion? Nah, I don't think that's right. Let's run the Dragonborn. because I used precious soul gems on him, so we might as well get as much fucking value out of him as we ever can. So let's call this Action Mage, and we'll even leave the action, and I don't even know if this is a good build, honestly, but we're doing it. We are for sure doing it. Yeah, done. More than half our deck triggers that blue thing that gives us a firebolt. Alright, flying books. I hope everyone enjoys my deck techs. I mean, it took 10 minutes to get to this part of the video, let's be real, but... Oh, and you notice that I switched over to the Clockwork City card back specifically for the Clockwork City expansion. And our opponent already knows that a mage deck in this match is the truth, so... Alright, Firebolt, Stand Watch, Revealing the Unseen. We're literally going to go ham. We need something. Give us, like, literally play anything. Well, and that's what I mean, right? Like, alright. Well, getting some value, so now we are going to Firebolt this and execute that. I mean, we could honestly, you know, not execute this, but maybe we just want to see what we get. Let's roll a 1-drop. Battle. What is this? Summon, battle an enemy creature? This is the 1-drop we got, huh? Well, I said that this match was going to be fun. I didn't say that it was going to be good. Let's battle that, I suppose. At least it takes no damage, right? I guess this could go better. Maybe we do just execute that to put more anything on the board. I don't think this is good. I don't think it's right even, but... Oh, we are having fun. We rolled 2 commons, and yeah, we're doing it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we have, after I play an action, it gets 1/1. So now we have some of the synergy we were looking for. Unfortunately, we can't land this yet. You know what? Let's Revealing the Unseen and see what happens, right? Another execute. Crusader's Assault. Oh. Well, at least this card can trade into any of these, and these two can trade into one as well. So, do we play anything else? We can't. Pass. Oh my god, Lightning Bolt is so good. Alright, well that doesn't trigger, which is really nice for us. Okay. Our opponent has so far gotten much more value out of their actions than we have. But this is where I'm saying I think Mage's Trick is pretty good because we can use it here to kill this. We can't do that this turn. We can play Crystal Tower Crafter over here and then Crushing Blow this. This transforms then. Yeah, that seems not great. But I think we honestly do want to get Crystal Tower Crafter online because if our opponent doesn't have an answer to it, it's just like OTK and 33 turns. Maybe that's not important to do right now, and we really just need to... The problem is we can't kill 2 things anyway. Like, we can't Crushing Blow and Mage's Trick, we just need to do 1, so it's probably better to just get this online, right? Than to not. Do we let this transform? Or do we just take the bigger power off the board for now? Because this would get... It would become a 4-3 anyway. But this is already a 4-3, so we might as well just save the extra point of damage, right? Oh, and that is a whiff. Damn. I would have even taken another 4-2 to just trade in better. But this, I mean, this does trade actually, I guess, so that's fine. Pretty sure our opponent is high-rolling creatures, and we are low-rolling creatures. But what do I know? Yeah, like, that's a pretty good roll. Alright, another crushing blow is good here because we can kill that. And we can use execute to kill something. Yes, very, very good. And then we execute something, probably this. Like, I hate using an execute now, but our opponent is just getting more value out of actions than we are. So we need to regain that value. Or we can mage's trick. Because execute might just hit something else really good. What is this? Shackle an enemy creature while you have prison ship. Yeah, let's shackle this 1/1 because then the last gasp effect can't kill anything. Alright, alright, that was a good turn for us. We kind of took back the board. Yep, our opponent on the same plan. Oh. Alright. Wow, they're attacking this, huh? Even though it's silenced? Why would they do that? So here we kill this. And then we execute this. Mage's trick this. Or, yeah, well, alright, so we need to kill this first to get it off the board. And then we actually want to mage's trick this first. That way, in case the random 3 damage hits a creature, like if we execute this and it gives us a creature that this can kill and that creature is really good, we don't want to give it another target. We want to force it to either go face and give us a card or just kill this. So mage's trick first. And again, we're not playing this because we just need to start to control the board and then we can get ahead with the Hex Mage later. Alright, sometime today. That's good. Perfect. Dormant Centurion can't attack unless you played an action this turn. Oh my god. The value is real. And then we'll play this. And we'll play another action. Guard. Exalt. Deal 2 damage to a creature. Alright, well, you know what? Honestly, I'll just take a guard here. And this triggers, so we draw another card. This deck might just be good. I mean, I don't really think it's good. Yeah. Kill my card draw. Random. Give all other friendly goblins. Alright. 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 Even my opponent ditches Mage's Guild Retreat because they know it's bad. So, do we see if the Cunning Allies trigger? Because if the Cunning Allies trigger, we're in the money, right? Yeah, that's good. Word wall. So now we do this. Oh my god, we rolled a random unique legendary. What? I knew this match would be great. So let me talk through that sequence of plays because I think I just made it without actually explaining the line. The line was play Cunning Ally if it triggered, Firebolt the ward, and then get the value off of, you know... Oh, this effect is called Kill Them All, which is great, but I don't even know what that card is. Crusader's Assault, right? So get the value off of Crusader's Assault. If it didn't trigger, the plan was going to be, I don't know, Cry. I didn't have really a backup. There was so much stock in this triggering and me getting a Firebolt that I didn't even have a backup plan. I think that's why I didn't talk it out. I just 100% knew that this was going to work. Another Cunning Ally, and Revealing the Unseen. So we can 3-for-1 actions next turn, or maybe we just get the Hex Mage online. Pass. We're definitely attacking with this for the rally effect. Alright, and what happened was our opponent used a card that I have not seen, and got apparently tremendous value out of it, because now all we have is a word wall. Can I please understand what happened here? Immolating Blast. Destroy all creatures except for one random creature on both sides of each lane. You gotta be kidding me. And it killed my 2 strongest creatures and left a word wall. And then our opponent played this Magister, which I've actually never won against. 2 opponents played this against me and I lost both times. We could play the Hex Mage, which would kill the ward every turn. And then we could play Revealing the Unseen, but then we take 8. Now our opponent already played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 1, 2, 3 0-cost spells. How much more do you think they have? 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we take 8. I guess it also depends on the 3-drop that we roll. Yeah, I mean, maybe we put this here as bait. That can't be right. Yeah. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, draw 1 and discard the other. Maybe we take Stealer Secrets, which would be a 12-12. Because we don't need to draw more cards with Ice Spike. That's not what's important. Maybe this becomes a target for something. If not, it can... I mean, this is a real problem. And we just need a way to actually kill this. We have 3 Javelins in our deck, right? So 3 out of 32, it's almost a 10% chance that this rune will be a Javelin, and then we can just kill that. And if we can kill this turn, I think we actually just win at that point. Yep. No. We can silence this, though. Oh, and that is it. And like I said, I think if we jab this, we win the game, so... Oh my god. Guys, the value is real. We got something with charge and an effect. I think the problem with this play, though, is that we actually would... Oh, yeah, we can't actually use it. Damn. Oh, no, because then we could play it. We could play it. Whatever we draw, we could play. Or we could play Cunning Ally. Oh, but if it triggers, it puts the Firebolt, and then we're at max again. Shit. Well, we just need to get the item, right? Like, come on. Let's see what it is. Oh, Enchanted Plate. Draw a card. Perfect. We'll put this over here. That way it can do it again. Oh, but it draws us a card. Crap. I fucked up here. I'm sorry. So this is just proof that I get so excited when I see draw a card. Those 3 words in that exact order that I just can't help myself. If I don't play a card, I can't draw one next turn. So I just use the Ring Charge and Crushing Blow my opponent. Well, it's a good thing we put this Enchanted Plate on here, because otherwise we would have killed ourselves. Oh no, we wouldn't have forced ourselves to play the Crushing Blow. Damn, there's a serious butterfly effect thing happening in this match. I hope everyone's loving this match. I'm not going to attack. These cards are just here. This card is just here to get value. Our opponent did nothing. And we have another javelin. So now we need to actually start playing stuff. And I think at this point we just kind of go off, right? Maybe we play Mage's Guild Retreat, actually. And then another Cunning Ally. And we whiffed. That's fine. I want to try to kill our opponent in one turn. Are the books. Probably should have put this here. Alright. That's fine. I'm going to kill that and get another thing. That's fine. I'm going to kill that and get another thing. I'll sacrifice this after I get 2 things. That's fine. And I'm going to kill that. Yeah, Hive Defender is maybe just the best. Maybe just the best. How many cards do we have? I don't want to screw this up. Alright, so we can do this. Sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep this alive. Yeah. Just so everyone knows, the value is quite real. Let's just burn some actions, make some more critters. What is... What? Summon. The merchant shows you 2 cards he has for sale. Choose one to put into your hand. He puts the other into your opponent's hand. So basically we keep any action. Do I want... So basically, do I want a 3/3 or do I want a 1/4? We're never gonna... Do we have an animal? Is a mud crab an animal? Like, does this trigger because we have an animal? I honestly have to say we might be great at this. Pass turn. Do we get a thing? No. Oh, Moment of Clarity. That's cool. Alright. Takes a guard. Sure. Alright, so I think we can probably go off here. If we play Hex Mage, that gives us 7 to work with. Or we just, like... do that then. We deal 4. So we go 7. Like, what do we roll on 7? Aren't you just curious to see what we get at this point? How many cards do we have? 8? I mean, let's get another... Alright, breakthrough. Cool. Deal 7 damage. Alright. Alright, and we can still draw a card next turn. As long as we can draw a card next turn, I'm fine with everything that's happening. Normally, I would try to win, right? I've gone on this rant a couple times, don't get cute. But I am just having so much fun. This is... I think that this match is the most fun I have had playing this game since I started in the Forgotten Hero storyline. This random lane effect and everything that's happening here, I might just replay this match a couple times offline just to do all of this all over again. Yeah, see, I knew Mage's Trick was a good card. I mean, it didn't kill this, you know. Oh. Oh, Boglercher, we're doing it. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh my God, Boglercher. I said in another video I probably need to make a meme out of Boglercher because every time this card comes down, it's so bad. This card hasn't been good a single time it's ever been played in the history of this game. And it's not even a common, it's an uncommon. And it's terrible. It's laughably bad. I'm going to kill it with a mud crab. That's how bad it is. Hold on, let me show you. Alright, now we need to kill this, and we need to do stuff that doesn't draw us cards. We need to just start killing stuff without drawing cards. So let's Crushing Blow it. What is this? Give a friendly creature cover. Well, we don't want our opponent to target this card with actions, so that is what we will protect. And we have 9 to start casting. We haven't summoned a single Atronach this entire time. We need to start giving stuff. Let's, like, give this guard... whatever. It's not even a good use of that card. Alright, sweet. And then we can go, like... or maybe we should have just Crushing Blowed our opponents. Yeah, and then we can just, like, kind of go for it. I really wanted to be able to play this in 1919. That's kind of stupid, right? 2 damage to our opponent. Is this, like, a viable deck? Like, I know that our random lane effect is giving us the value, right? But, like, this does serve as a control deck at its shell. And could I just play an Action Mage? How greedy do we want to be? I mean, we want to be exceptionally greedy and try to win with, like, oh no, we can't, because every time we play an action, it'll deal 2 damage. So the most this could ever be would be a 22-22. Well, I think we take it home with the MVP. The Hex Mage, obviously putting in major work this game. I'm going to swing here. If everyone at least stuck it out through this deck tech and this game, that would be incredible. The most fun I've ever had playing this game, right here. Epic. Epic. So much fun, cool shit. And that Mage's Grilled Retreat card ended up being total shit, as I predicted. So, you know, sometimes you just can kind of measure a card's worth, right? I felt like I played actions that whole game and never once summoned a random Atronach. Dormant Centurion. Well, I mean, you did draw me 2 cards last turn. But let the record show that in a vacuum, I think this card is probably bad. Gain +1/+0 when you draw a card during your turn. I have to admit, I think that these cards are both weak. So they're both conditional, right? And I think they both need to go in the right shell, blah, blah, blah. For 3, you get a 3/5, which is excellent, but you need to force yourself to play an action to attack with it. And maybe you don't have an action that maybe you either A, don't have an action that you want to play, or B, have no targets for an action, or C, don't have an action at all. This card gets shut down real easy. I mean, it puts good power and toughness on board for its cost, but I don't think it's playable. And then this is 2 for a 0/2. And when you take your next turn, assuming it survives, which it probably never does because it just, like, gets killed anywhere it goes, right? If you put it in the shadow lane, your opponent might not even bother removing it because they just know that it's so little of a threat. Because the thing is, it's always a 2, right? And so, in one of my videos a really long time ago, and by a really long time ago, I mean I recorded it like 4 days ago, I went on a rant about how in Magic the Gathering, you gauge how good a lot of creatures are by whether or not they die to Lightning Bolt. And in this game, I think the barometer is whether or not it dies to Lightning Bolt. Isn't that funny? This creature doesn't die to Lightning Bolt, but it kind of doesn't matter because it's not a threat. This creature does die to Lightning Bolt, but more importantly, a second barometer in this game, because I see it as such a popular and highly played card, is, does it die to Firebolt? I think there's two things that you need to measure here. This card, no matter how much power it ever gains from you drawing cards on your turn, will always and forever die to Firebolt. It also dies to that other blue-purple spell, which I don't remember the name of because I don't have any, and I've only seen it used a couple times. But it basically, I think it silences something and deals 2 damage to a creature. So there's 2 different... There's that, there's those 2 cards, plus Crushing Blow, plus Lightning Bolt, that are just damage-based actions, which always kill this 100% of the time. And so, you know, when you're looking at how valuable a card is, you say, well, I really need this to stick. And then you say, all right, well, does it die to certain things? And what is the probability that it will stick? Like Brynjol, for instance, is a 4/5, and I've only played that card twice, but it doesn't die to Lightning Bolt in this game, and I think that makes it infinitely better than if it did die to Lightning Bolt. Like, if it was a 4/4, it probably would never see play, just because you could play it out and it immediately dies to Lightning Bolt. The fact that it's a 4/5 requires either Lightning Bolt plus Firebolt, or Piercing Javelin, or, you know, Manticore, or some other piece of removal to get it off the board. And I think that that extra point of health matters so much. And for anyone watching who disagrees, or, you know, has a different opinion on how to gauge, you know, toughness of creatures or whatever, I obviously want to hear your thoughts. But, you know, generally speaking, measuring, you know, considering does it die to whatever is a good way to measure creature value. So, also what it does, right? But that's a whole nother story.
I think I have an idea of how to get to the Clockwork City, but first I need to find out what happened here. Think you can help?
Oh, I can most definitely help. So, oh, Jazargo?
Jazargo thinks he could discover who is behind the library attack. This one knows many who walk these halls. Perhaps in return, you could do a small favor for Jazargo. I have been perfecting these new spell scrolls, but have no time to test them. Could you try them? They shouldn't be too dangerous.
Yeah, so the experimental scrolls always backfire on you in Skyrim. So I'm expecting the experimental scrolls to always backfire on us in the game. That being said, they're probably actions. So do you know what I'm tempted to do here? War Treasure Hunt, 2 actions. Okay, cool. I commented when I saw this card once that I... again, thought it was a bit conditional. Like, 1 for a 1/2 with Ward actually seems okay, but 1-drops just don't seem... I don't want to say I don't think they see a lot of play in this game, but I've only consistently seen people play like 2 1-drops, and again, it's probably just because of how I've been matched up and what tiers I'm in, but I see people play that green card, Ungulum, that shuffles things into your deck, and I've seen people play Brutal Ashlander in the last, and actually I've seen them both in the same deck, so that's, you know, I think it's really popular. It's basically got the birthing pot effect, and, you know, you sacrifice creatures to summon 1 cost higher from your deck, and that deck seems to be extremely powerful and popular right now. I lose to it like 100% of the time. I just can't match it with my collection, I don't think, but yeah, I don't know that that's great, so...
The hero ventured out to test Jazargo's scrolls, but their light soon attracted curious predators.
I'm not even listening to the rest of that. We're going to take this Action Mage deck into another game without even an action lane, but we are going to edit it. Because I truly do believe that Mages Guild Mages Guild Retreat is bad. I think Knife to the Throat is weak. And I think we can probably put in that other gimmick card. Where is it? Maybe 2 of these? Oh no, because you know what? We don't have random creatures. Like, how many creatures do we have in our deck? Oh, we have 23 creatures. Do we have creatures at every... We have 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's loose. Yeah, that's not actually great. Alright, well, let's just put some better value in our deck then. How about that? Let's run the Black Dragon. Do we have room in the 4-drop spot for that? I think we do. Do we have any other legendaries that we actually want to include? Like, Loneth seems a little bit too slow for what this is trying to do. Right? Like, you have to take a turn off to play this, and, like, what do you get in this deck? Like, this could be the deck that we actually test out Speaker Tyrannus to know for sure that he's probably terrible. Yeah, why not? And again, I'm going in assuming that this card is bad because when I analyzed this card when I earned it, I said that for 10, you can get a 6/6 with Guard in Manticora. So in the same mana spot, it's just better. That said, if we play this on turn 12 and then immediately follow it up with like an Ice Spike and get a random action, then it might be worth it. But I'm still on the fence about the value of this card, and I don't feel very good about it. Marak probably doesn't belong in this deck, but we're playing him on principle. We might get wrecked here. Or we may have discovered my new favorite deck to play. Alright, we're playing Elder Green Matrons. Is that what they are? Shadow Green Elder. You must test all J'zargo scrolls to win. But do we actually have to win to win? Alright, well, keeping Firebolt seems good. Execute and Stand Watch. And not just an experimental scroll, a very experimental scroll. Don't worry what this is, just give it a try. You can't win the game until you used all the scrolls in your hand. Alright. Alright, not having a turn 1 play is good for us. I mean, I don't really think it matters because we have 2 answers to turn 1 and turn 2 plays, but just gives us more time to craft how we're going to do this. Yeah. Well, we're 100% firebolting that. I don't even think there's consideration to do anything else. Nope. Okay. Getting rid of it, it dies. Sounded like a, what is this? This is charge. Can't attack your opponent at the end of your turn if there are no enemy creatures in this lane. Move Cliffstrider? So do we just play an experimental scroll? Like, this can't attack us anyway. We need to play them. Transform all friendly creatures into random Atronachs. We had the opportunity to have an amazing play, and nothing happened. Alright, well, I mean, it didn't penalize us in any way, right? And this still can't attack us, so that's fine, I guess. That, however, can. Yeah, sure. Alright, Mud Crab. We're going to lose to Mud Crab, guys. It's going to be the worst thing ever. Alright, so here I think we probably just Hive Defender and pass the turn. Like, it's tempting to just play out more of these scrolls and get them out of the way, but... Or we just play this. Let's wait a turn till we can do this and execute in the same turn, I think. And at least prevent some damage coming our way. That was good for our opponent. Okay. Yeah. Alright, well, another Hive Defender, right? Sure. Now, all 3 of the creatures are over here. So we can go Hive Defender. I think we probably do just execute the bat. Because we could eat... Yeah. What? Javelin, 1 time. Nope. God, that was... How do I answer this? I need a piercing javelin so bad. I guess we do this.
Let's shed some light on the problem.
Summon a random creature from your deck. Okay. I love everything about it. Now we go Mage's Trick. This is what I'm talking about. Mage's Trick has been really good because, like, Crushing Blow versus Mage's Trick. Like, which one would I rather have right now? I'd rather have Mage's Trick to just kill that, draw another card. I mean, the life I don't really think matters because what's 1 point of life when we have something staring us down for 8? But next turn we can do Hex Mage plus, we'll be at 8, so we can do Hex Mage plus this or something. Let's pray that we hit a Javelin, I suppose. We have a few chances to draw one. Alright, well, I guess we attack for 3 here because our opponent has life out the ass. Hopefully, alright, thank God. Alright. This might be fine-ish if we hit it. Oh, we didn't hit Javelin there either. We could... We're going to take 8. This would just kill this. And I'm tempted to just take damage off the board, right? Like, this plus this would kill this, and we would use 4 and take 8 damage off the board. And then we could just trade this in, take 8, 9, 10, 11 damage off the board, Hive Defender over here. I'm not in love with it. I'm doing it because I think that at this point our life total matters enough that we need to think about what we're doing with it. We probably could have actually just silenced that instead, now that I think about it. And then we'd only take 3, which honestly isn't that bad. Now this gets to kill our Hive Defender, and we lose a Hive Defender for basically nothing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I mean, again, it's not fine. That, however, is fine. God, another Firebolt would be money. Do we just do this? I don't know. Let's think about our plays. We have 9. So we can do this and nothing else, which doesn't seem great. We could do this to silence this, which seems okay. Or we silence that, which might be better. We don't have a way to kill anything unless we maybe reveal the unseen and get a Firebolt or something. So I guess we start here, right? Alright, perfect. So we can go... This is 6 damage, this is 5. So we do that, we take 5, we don't have a choice. I'm just going to give this guard to cycle and try to get... Alright, perfect. I mean, we would have gotten that for free, actually, had they attacked, so I think we fucked up, but we need no, so, you know. That's fine. That is not fine. Mage's Trick not looking fantastic here. So we can silence this and jab this. I mean, it needs to happen, right? Do we... Alright, and now we take 4. And that is a good draw for our opponent because it cycles. Another excellent draw for our opponent. Oh, you know what would be great? That 1 of Ice Storm would be a bomb right now. If we do that 1 of Ice Storm. What is this? Well, while Betty Netch is in play, your max magic is increased by 2. God, we didn't get it. We didn't get it at all. Alright, 12-12. So we're going to die next turn. Is this like just a guaranteed thing that will happen? We need to kill some stuff, right? So we need to go... What is this? Set each creature's power and health to 1. Well, that combos with Mage's Trick, sort of. But I'd rather just have...
I have many important things on my mind.
And then we need to play Crystal Tower Crafter and be able to trade next turn.
Shall we begin?
I'm sorry. This deck is not good. Don't play it. I'm having fun, but it's still bad. Alright, well, a creature died this turn, so we get punished hard for our play. But this is fine. Okay, this is totally fine. We need to fade like 1 turn. What's this, a 13-13? Well, we're not getting there, right? And we need to play this to win. I forgot about that. But we need to stabilize the board before we do any of that nonsense. So, we can... We have 2 of these, actually. We could just play 2 of those. We go to 5, 6, 7, 8. No, because we'll kill this. So we kill that.
There's more to come.
Alright, so this is the riskiest play I'll probably ever make here, right? So we go...
My enemies have taught me well.
2 Stealer of Secrets. To guarantee that we have like an OTK, and then next turn we play Very Experimental Scroll, win. Okay, I like it. And honestly, this might just hit that. Oh no, Oncano, perfect. Okay, that's fine, not a problem. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. This deck does draw a lot of cards, or maybe it's not that it draws a lot of cards. Maybe it's just that it's... Don't kill everything. You gotta be kidding me. Created by Scuttler Parade. That was the action. That's what it was called. Alright, well, we can win now, right? I mean... Oh, man. Ice Storm would still be good here, honestly. Like...
Dead men tell no lies.
Oh, man. We're gonna lose this game. Alright. Did not play it. Okay. I said that this deck was bad, and I said don't play it, but maybe, actually, it's the most incredible thing of all time. Let's go crazy for a little bit with Revealing the Unseen. Let's see what we draw. Oh my god. Give friendly creatures an lane +2. I mean, this synergy with, you know, Scuttler Parade is insane, right? This might be the most fun I'm having playing this game. Okay. Look at this entire hand of cards. Talk about value. Alright. The Master Wizard. I honestly think I'm going to change my title to the Master Wizard. Like, I'm the Dovahkiin, and that's great, but, you know, so is everybody who plays Skyrim, right? Trial of Flame. Action. Choose a lane, destroy all creatures except for the most powerful creature on both sides of that lane. Like, that's just got to be terrible, right? You would want to kill the most powerful, not everything but the most powerful. I think that, honestly, the developers had a Magic the Gathering moment where they printed a card that was just shit. And, like, maybe they read it and they were like, ah, this is shit, but we don't care.
Well, you survived, no? And now, Jesargo knows just what to do next time. As for the library attack, Jesargo asked around. One of the older students, Mirenya, snuck into the Arcanium last night after dark. Then she slipped into the meeting beneath the school. Most suspicious, no? Jesargo is a natural investigator.
Alright, Jesargo. Thanks for the info. Let the record show Jesargo is maybe a snitch. Should we do one more? Yeah, why not?
So, you found me.
Oh, a dark elf. Maybe.
These fools have never understood my work or what I'm capable of, but I'll be happy to give you the first taste of my power.
Stand aside. This unruly student is mine.
Oh my god, the first action each player plays this turn is free. Guess what, everyone? We're doing it again. 3 in a row. I said when I started this expansion that I wanted to debut some different decks in this expansion, but oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second now. We're not playing our deck. And we have a legendary card that I don't have. Destroy all creatures in a lane. You know what? That would probably go in the deck that I was just playing. What is this? The first action a player plays each turn is free. Alright, well. Let's ship back the 4 and the 8. Keep this, which could probably draw us an action. I'm hoping. We have Ice Spike and Firebolt. Let's do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's not how you want to use... I don't think that's how you want to use your action. Like, you probably, like... So, here's the philosophy behind this, right? You want to use... Like, I could use this free Firebolt to kill this. But then, I would need to use a Ring Charge if I wanted to play anything else. This is the most expensive action in my hand, and it's free. So I should cash in my free usage on Revealing the Unseen, and then use the one I have available to Firebolt that dork. Wow, look at that. That worked out exactly the way I wanted it. 2 for 1 to our opponent, 2 for 1 to ourselves. Nest of Vipers. Fill a lane with Territorial Vipers for 10. That seems terrible. Like, what if your opponent just has a bunch of stuff in the Shadow Lane? You're just going to put 4/4 power on board for 10? I mean, maybe if they're at exactly 4 life, this could be a game winner. I think it's possible. Betray. Shackle a random enemy creature in each lane. So I think that we play this first, just because we want to get more information if we get a better action to cast. And it didn't trigger, so I guess we Ice Spike, right? Get our non-action. Oh, otherwise put it on the bottom of your deck. I was thinking as I drew this card, Dawn's Wrath is completely in action, so how come we didn't draw it, but it filtered it to the bottom? Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, so we could play just like a Dawn's Wrath for free. Our opponent isn't doing anything, which is a bit suspicious, right? Do we want to draw first? Yeah, let's draw first. Select a card to keep. Tome of Alteration, thank you very much. I mean, the action, so Cast Out synergizes the best with this deck in the sense that we could just like unsummon something for free, but I think Tome of Alteration is just strictly the better card in this instance. I think it's so good, I'm going to use it right now. And we got a Lightning Bolt we can play for free next turn. Sure. Like, if we just hit for 5 a turn, we win in no time, right? Using Ice Spike, sure. Okay. Other friendly creatures are immune to silence, but you are not immune to silence. So let's draw first. Alright, here's that card that I thought was trash. We'll just kill it, right? I mean, it's free to do that. Yeah. So then we could land this next turn. Is that like forever? Set a creature's power and health to 1. Yeah, forever. So notice how the AI played the Hex Mage after they played their action. Spell ordering there was of the highest priority for our opponent. We could just play this over here and then Dawn's Wrath that nonsense away. Seems fine. And, you know, I attacked in the wrong order there, honestly. I'll admit it. I did it. Do we just do this so that card can't attack? Like, do we even care about this? Nah. We're not even getting any value off of our Hex Mage this turn. Alright, that's fine. Alright, we take 2. We draw a card. Revealing the Unseen. I love everything about it. Oh, that's annoying.
You call it theft, I call it learning.
Yeah, right. I mean, we just we do this, and then we do this, and no one in the history of time has ever gotten more value off of Nest of Vipers in their life, right? So if we're going to do that, we should probably play another Hex Mage and then do 4 to our opponent. That kills the Dawn's Wrath plan over here, but I think we're so ahead at this point it kind of doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Eat it. Scroll Seeker here? Sure. Although next turn we can activate that immediately by... yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that at all. We can activate this immediately by using Revealing the Unseen. That's fine. What happened here? Another one of those. Another... Alright, so... This was annoying that our opponent did all of that in one turn. I'm not going to lie. Do we just Revealing the Unseen first and see what happens? Or actually, let's do this first. And then we'll Revealing the Unseen. Oh my god, look at that synergy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then we go set a creature's power to 1. This one? Is our opponent just dead this turn? Can we kill our opponent this turn? Power to 1. Alright, yeah, chalk that up to a misplay. But we are going to win this turn. It's embarrassing that this is how we're doing it, too. But, oh my god. Remember when I said that maybe if we just needed like 4 or whatever number to kill our opponent, then the Territorial Viper thing could maybe be a win condition? Maybe the only time in the history of this game a Territorial Viper has ever actually done the lethal point of damage. And we got a level. I don't know. This expansion has been a riot to play. Even though I honestly feel like the card rewards I'm getting are weaker than Fall of the Dark Brotherhood. I will say that. Night Patrol, upgraded. What do we want? Night Predator, we already have one. Breakthrough, Regenerate, or Night Shadow, Breakthrough and Drain. What do you think? Let me explain something. At the beginning of this video, I was talking about, or maybe at the end of another video, I'm losing track of where I have these conversations. I talk about measuring a card by how you feel when your opponent plays it. If an opponent played this card, I would not be upset about it. I would not be happy about it, but I wouldn't be upset about it. When an opponent plays this card, I feel like I might just lose the game if I don't answer this card. Because I've lost the game by not answering this card. I think it's better in a vacuum. The drain effect, and the breakthrough drain effect is incredible because there's a card out there that everyone earned if they played the Fall of the Dark Brotherhood, and it's called Unstoppable Rage. And I'm sure everyone knows it who's watching this video. And if you don't know it, you're about to learn. It basically, it has a creature deal its damage to every single other creature in the lane. And so if you have a creature with Breakthrough and Drain and your opponent has 4 other creatures, you deal 6 damage to each one of those other 4 creatures. So you not only kill everything, but if they have less than 6 toughness, you break through for all the remaining damage and you gain 24 life back. And I know that's exactly what happened because it's exactly what happened to me. Night Shadow, I think, is a good card. Ooh, Reverberating Strike, the first card that I actually really like. I actually think there was something else from this set I really liked. I can't remember which one it is. Reverberating Strike is a control card through and through. Rather than spot removal, you can use 1 card to 2 or 3 for 1 your opponent if they have a couple of the same thing on board. I think probably it's just 1 for 1 removal, but that means that it's... actually, it's not the same as Crushing Blow, because Crushing Blow can also go to the dome, right? And that actually matters in games. Like, Lightning Bolt, if you could only target a creature, would probably be unplayable at 4. The fact that you can close out games with it is tremendous value. This can only target a creature. One way or the other, I think it goes in the action deck we're playing. I mean, by far.
Well, that student is officially expelled. Thanks for your help. I've looked into your Clockwork City problem as well. Its location is shrouded in mystery, but there was one legendary mage who could travel there at will. Devaith Fear. I don't know if he still lives, but one of his daughters is here in Skyrim. I'll take you to her.
Alright, Devaith Fear. And I even love that they mentioned Skyrim. Like, they definitely acknowledge the lore. You can tell Bethesda had a lot of influence in this game. I mean, I think it's owned by them, right? But they might not be the... I actually don't know how that works. I know their name is on it somewhere, and that's probably why people started playing it. But, hey, that if it works, it works. All right. Those matches, I only did 3, but they were incredible. And I loved recording this. I loved playing all 3 of those games. Teching up an action mage. So much fun. I think I'm going to try to see if it's viable in competitive play. Like, I think you probably could build a 3-color deck of that, like with the purple. I don't think I have the purple actions to support it yet, but there's got to be other better purple actions out there that you could use in a build like this to actually synergize with the rest of what this deck is trying to do. So I'm going to cut this off here, split up this episode into 2 videos, so again, everyone's not watching for 3 hours of their life, and you know, maybe come back and be able to make some tweaks and play more action mage. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.